Hi, this is Miss Sek. This is a pre-recorded lesson for Tuesday, May 26, 2020. Today we're going to compare the slopes of similar triangles. The standard 8EE6 says, use similar triangles to explain why the slope m is the same between any two distinct points on a non-vertical line in the coordinate plane. Derive the equation y equals mx for a line through the origin and the equation y equals mx plus b for a line intercepting the vertical axis at b.
Oh, this seems like a good time for a letter. Dear Tim and Moby, how do I find a line's slope and intercept? From Dana. Let's start with slope. The slope of a line is another word for its steepness. This ramp, for example, is really steep. In math, slope is just a measure of how something changes vertically, or up and down, compared to how much it changes horizontally, or left and right. Well, to find a line's slope, you've got to look at two or more of its points. The line of this ramp can be thought of as a series of points that are connected. Right, the best way to visualize this is with a coordinate plane, a two-dimensional representation of space. For details on that, check our coordinate plane movie. Every point on a coordinate plane has a numbered location, kind of like coordinates on a map. A point's location along the y-axis is its y-coordinate, and its location along the x-axis is its x-coordinate. To find the slope of a line, you need to find out how much its coordinates change as the line goes along. Alright, let's take a look at 2 points along this here skate ramp. One point has the x-coordinate 5 and the y-coordinate 6, while the other has an x-coordinate of 0 and a y-coordinate of 1. To figure out the slope, we want to find out how the positions change exactly. The slope, or m, is equal to the amount of change in the y-coordinates divided by the amount of change in the x-coordinates. Right. Some people call that rise over run. It helps you remember that it's a vertical change over a horizontal change. Let's try it for the ramp. Our two y values are 6 and 1, and our two x values are 5 and 0. So the slope for this ramp is equal to the change in y, that's 6 minus 1, divided by the change in x, or 5 minus 0. The slope is 5 over 5, or 1. In other words, for every 1 meter this ramp goes up or down, it goes across 1 meter. You can find the slope of any straight line the same way, as long as you know the coordinates of any 2 points. Maybe you should go first. Oh, almost forgot the intercepts. An intercept is a point where a line hits or intercepts the x or y axis. For our ramp line, the x-intercept is minus 1, 0, and the y-intercept is 0, 1. Well, the y value of the x-intercept is always 0, and the x value of the y-intercept is always 0. What? That's just what happens. Using the slope and one intercept, we can write an equation for that line in what's called slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is expressed as y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So for our line, that's y equals 1 times x plus 1. You can use this formula for all sorts of things, like finding more points on the line and even graphing it. Watch our Graphing Linear Equations movie for more on that. Yes, we did what we came here to do. To the stairs.
Okay, Miss Sek has $10. She spends $2 per day. I would like you to express this situation as a table and in slope-intercept form. Please pause the video and create your table and write the equation in slope-intercept form. On day 0, Ms. Sek has $10. On day 1, $8. On day 2, $6. The equation in slope-intercept form is negative 2x plus 10. Why? Because she begins with $10 and it decreases $2 per day. I would like you to please identify the slope and y-intercept of this function. The slope is negative 4/3 and the y-intercept is 3.
In this lesson, you will prove that every set of points on a line has the same slope using similar right triangles. Now, slope is the vertical difference over the horizontal difference, or rise over run. Take a look at this graph below. There's one line and two right triangles on the line. The height of each triangle over its base is the same as the vertical difference over the horizontal difference. So slope, which is rise over run, can also be seen as the height over the base. You can use right triangles to find the slope of the line. So use this first triangle to find the slope of the line. So we know that this height is 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and the base is 6 units. So the ratio of the height to the base is 4/6, so the slope of the line is 2/3. To show that the slope of this is the same between any 2 points on the line, look at the second triangle. Now here, the height is 2 and the base is 3. So the slope again is still 2/3. Now no matter what right triangle you draw on the line, the ratio between the sides will always be 2:3, giving you 2/3 per slope. See over here, we've added a new triangle with a height of 6 and a base of 9, and that will again reduce to 2/3.
I would like you to find the slope and y-intercept for y equals 4x minus 2. Please pause the video and answer the question. The slope is 4 and the y-intercept is negative 2. Let's review the slopes and congruent triangles. The slope of a line is the change in y over the change in x. In this writing, it's called the vertical side length and the horizontal side length. So the vertical side length is y and the horizontal side length is x. So let's look at this example. Find the slopes of both triangles. Do they have a relationship? So if we look at the small triangle, it's going up 2 and over 3. So the slope is 2/3. And the bigger triangle is going up 4 and over 6. 4 6 reduces to 2/3. So do they have a relationship? They reduce to the same fraction. They have the same slope. So 2/3 and 4 6, they reduce to the same fraction. I would like you to pause the video and find the slopes of both triangles. Okay. The smaller triangle goes up to over 3, so the slope is 2/3. And the bigger triangle goes up 4 over 6, which also reduces to 2/3, so they have the same slope. Select from the drop-down menu to correctly complete the sentence. The slope of the segment AB is blank. The slope of the segment BC. So let's find the slope of each triangle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the slope of this is 4 over 6. 4 over 6 reduces to 2/3. Eight over 12 reduces to 2/3. So the answer is C. They are equal to. So A is greater than, B is less than, and C is equal to. So the answer to the question is C. Okay, see you next week. For this week, I'd like you to do both assignments as an extra long quiz is, which is located in Google Classroom.